Hello YouTube and welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. So today I'm going to show you a deck that revolves around this trap card, Arrival Appears. Basically, if you don't know what this card does, select one face-up monster your opponent controls, special summon one monster from your hand that has the same level as the selected monster. So first of all, shoutouts to one of my good friends. He's a subscriber, he's a Discord member, Nick. He's the one that came to me with this idea. He shared the basic idea with me, and I asked him if I could go ahead and show it to you guys, and so shout outs to him. Thank you. I thought this was a great idea. So basically the way we resolve this card is by using Venu, which, as you guys should know, I think this is my third Venu deck. It's a ritual monster that can change the level of face-up monsters either on your side of the field or on your opponent's side of the field. So what's really cool is that obviously you can show any monster in your hand, make one of your opponent's monster that level, and then use Arrival Appears in order to special summon whatever monster you showed. And the monster we're trying to special summon is Invader of Darkness. And the reason why I went with him over other monsters is because, one, he's a level 8, so he immediately synergizes with Venu, just because you can use Tribute it in order to summon your Venu. So running 3 of them doesn't feel cloggy at all. Also, I believe he's the best level 8 that we have right now. Obviously there are stronger ones like Blue Eyes, but taking away quick play spells from your opponent is just really good. And I've been using Invader of Darkness a lot lately, so I decided to just throw him in here. So that's the card that we use. Again, we use him for Tribute Fodder, and we special summon it with Arrival Appears. I'm running 2 Mecha Phantom Beast Hamstrat because in case I don't see my rituals for whatever reason, I have a backup plan, which is basically to just set my Hamstrat and then tribute my tokens in order to summon Invader of Darkness. So just another way to use Invader of Darkness in case my main combo doesn't come up. For the ritual engine, pretty standard: 2 Sonic Bird, 2 Senju of the 1000 Hands, to search your ritual spells and your ritual monsters. 2 ritual spells. I almost want to run 3 because for some reason I never see this card. This card and Sonic Bird are always running away from me. I see Venu plenty of times. There's been times where I have nothing to search with Senju because I already have my 2 Venus and I just can't draw into my spells. But 2 should be good enough. 3 enemy controller, 4 protection. The Tribute take triggers your Venu, which lets you add a card back to your hand, a monster back to your hand from the graveyard. So it's just really good in this deck. You can also tribute the tokens to try to go for game, or to perform your ritual summon. If your monster has a high level monster and you need it in order to ritual, you can econ take, then ritual use their monster as the fodder for your ritual summon. So no need to explain econ. And then 1 Possessed Dark Soul. Again, I always use 1 in my Venu decks. It's just too good. The combo is too good to not splash it on there. Basically, you reveal this with Venu, target your opponent's monster. That monster becomes level 3. So then you can just tribute Possessed Dark Soul, get your opponent's monster to your side of the field permanently, and then because of Venu's effect, you can just add him right back and keep doing it every turn. Very good. We're using Restart just because there's the chance of getting some really weird hands where you see your 3 Invader of Darkness, or you see Venu and Invader of Darkness. So Restart is just a pretty cool skill. I was using Master of Rites number 2 in the beginning, and that's what you'll see in this replay. That was the original skill that Nick was using, so I just tried it for a little bit, and then I was breaking way too hard, so I decided to go with Restart just to help with the consistency of the deck, because you do run a lot of big monsters, but then at the same time it's kind of the whole point of the deck. So here we're going up against my This was kind of an odd duel, and it just worked very well in my favor. As you can see, I don't draw into my venue, I don't draw into any of my searches. All I have is a rival appears. He's got the Hasty Flame Sphinx. Luckily for me though, he special summons Phoenix, which is a level 8, so I can summon my Invader of Darkness, and you know, I got his quick play spells locked down. He keeps special summoning the Sacred Phoenix. I wasn't sure what he was trying to do here. I mean, I understand that play because he's trying to blow up my back row, but then again, it didn't look like he had anything to protect, you know, his own monster. So I wasn't too sure. I thought there was gonna be like a wall tornado or something, but nope. He just wanted to wipe the board. So basically, with one Invader of Darkness, I'm pretty much just winning the game. He summons Sacred Phoenix again, so I resolve my second. A rival appears, so I get another Invader of Darkness, and I just win the game that way. My venue didn't come up until the very end. Didn't even need to, which is kind of cool. I mean, obviously, you can't rely on your opponent just, you know, happening to have a monster that you can special summon. So that's why we pair that card with Venu. But you know, when it works, it works. Here I'm going up against Mokuba. Every time I see a Mokuba now, I try to play around. If they don't have a skill to begin with, I try to play around the Red Eyes Gandora deck, because I have seen it a little bit now. See, like this hand is pretty bad. The fact that I have 2 Venus, although it means, you know, my Senjus are not gonna give me any card advantage. However, all he does is run. He goes for Silent Magician turn 1, and I have Possessed Dark Soul. That's why I say this replay, because I thought it was pretty hilarious. So I just, you know, target the Silent Magician, tribute my Possessed Dark Soul, and now I have a free Silent Magician, and I can just attack for game. Kind of felt bad for that player, but it was too good not to save it. Excuse me. Alright, so another Mokuba. It's kind of cool though to see Mokuba getting some play. I mean, I know a lot of people dislike the fact that he's even a legendary duelist. Shoutouts to you, Biggie, because he played 1 game maybe during the anime. But you know, it's cool. He's a cool character. Here he goes reload. Turn 1, which was really odd. He basically just necked 1, and luckily for me, I have Senju, which completely plays around the Gandora deck. And when I saw the Red Eyes inside, then I knew that's what his goal was. But I felt pretty safe because, you know, you need to get 1500 damage in order to trigger the skill. So I believe for most of the game, I just play around that. I go ahead and summon my Sonic Bird. Activate my Primal Cry to summon Venu, but I don't think I attack. I think I wanted to wait another turn so I can just get that Red Eyes Wyvern to my side of the field with Possessed Dark Soul, and that's what I do right here. Same play, and it's just kind of crazy that, you know, it just recycles itself. I can do this over and over as long as my Venu stays on the field. So I try to attack per game because Venu does have enough attack to just lethal him. He's forced to activate Red Eye Spirit, but that's fine because now that just means I have a Red Eyes. And again, I I attack with my Venu because I'm playing around the whole 1500 damage. So unless I have lethal, I'm not attacking. I go ahead and target his Vanguard so I can flip over my Arrival Appears. And then I kind of misplayed here by attacking with the Red Eyes, but I didn't really want to sacrifice my Invader of Darkness. I honestly thought I had lost because, you know, he was going to be able to just pay for the Mirror Wall, but it doesn't look like he had anything to get his Red Eyes on the field. So I go ahead and steal one of his Vanguard because I can just do it all over again, and I have an enemy controller. So there's the inside. So I know that I believe the third and last. No, I think there's only the second Red Eyes Spirit. So there we see the Red Eyes, and I econ take right here for two reasons. One, I'm gonna get a +1 from my graveyard, and also I'm gonna clear up my field so that I can steal that Red Eyes. So I go for the Possessed Dark Soul play, and he's forced to activate his Red Eye Spirit because you'll see why he did it. So he's forced to activate Champion's Vigilance because the whole goal of his is to keep our Red Eyes on the field. So obviously I go ahead and destroy both of them so that he can do his Gandora shenanigans, and then he just surrenders. I guess the duel could have gone a lot differently if I didn't know what he was playing. So I did kind of have the advantage of knowing what my opponent was trying to do and what his winning condition was. So it allowed me to play around it and just keep building my advantage, really. And then we got a Pegasus. Balanced Pegasus.
Duel.
Alright, Mirage Dragon, 2 sets. I decided to just set my enemy controller and wait so that I could do my Possessed Dark Soul Venu play. But I did set the enemy controller just in case there was some sort of OTK coming up. And then I top deck my Invader of Darkness, which was very, very clutch because now I'm able to summon Venu and then normal summon my Possessed Dark Soul, so I didn't have to use my normal summon on the Senju. I get the Mirage Dragon, get Possessed Dark Soul back, so I can do it all over next turn. And here, I do die to a Super Rush, but I forgot to mention Primal Cry. If you don't remember, if your ritual monster dies during your turn, you can get it back during the end phase, so that's pretty cool. And here I think he thought he had lethal by attacking the Mirage Dragon, because I wasn't really sure why he did that. Had he destroyed my Venu, I probably would have lost the game, but he doesn't. I survive with 300 life points, and I get to steal his Leotard. He's got the Windstorm, but at this point he's all defense. I go ahead and thin my deck so that I can draw into something more useful. He's forced to activate enemy controller just to stay alive. Summons a Boxer, which it's kind of neat. It's a really cool card. I econ take so that I can get my Invader of Darkness, and here I could have done one of two things. I could have summoned my Invader of Darkness, but I decided that the safest play was to just steal the Boxer, because if he had a Mirror Wall face down, it would have really screwed me. And that's the game. I think in this game I stole 3 monsters from my opponent, which is just crazy, with 1 Possessed Dark Soul. And then we'll go ahead and go to our last replay. I'm still not feeling all that well, but I'm recording this on Tuesday and it's going up on Thursday, so hopefully by the time we get to Friday for the stream, I'm feeling better. Going up against Bandit Keith Restart, I have a pretty good hand. I like opening with Possessed Dark Soul, and I'm going to be able to search Venu right away. So now I'm just, trying to get to my Ritual spell, which is, there's 4 of them in the deck. And when I saw that he was playing Sacred Phoenix, I was like, okay, this game should go pretty well, because I had my Arrival appears. So as soon as he summons the Sacred Phoenix, I summon my Invader of Darkness, which is actually kind of clutch, because this kept him from activating the enemy controller that he had face down. Otherwise I would have lost the game right there. Instead I survived with 1300, and I do top deck the best card in the game, enemy controller, I econ tech so I can get the Sacred Phoenix, tribute it to summon my Venue, and just like that, I completely swing the advantage into my favor. He's forced to just set one card. I get my Hamstride. I try to go for game, but he's got the enemy controller. However, I feel safe. He would need a fire monster and another Goka in order to get over my Venue that turn. So he ends up just quitting the duel. But anyway, this is the deck. Uh, again, shoutouts to Nick for sharing this idea with me. I hope you guys liked it. I thought it was pretty neat, and this card definitely has some potential. I'm gonna see if I can do something else with it, without Venue. But I don't know. We'll see. If you have any suggestions, definitely leave them down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link will be down in the description. And until next time.